I love the way that the shape of the cockpit is very much like a snake head, and obviously this is by intention. Chris and the guys are very, very clever, very, very smart people. But chat, I hope you like what you're seeing, because this is a beautiful, beautiful ship. So we'll put this on loop. Should we put this on loop?
Yeah, let's producer Adam. Can you loop it?
He can. He's
We're
nodded.
getting
That's
some
an easy
nodding,
job
yep.
for Adam. He can loop it. So have this loop and we talk about it. So, what can you tell us about the actual ship?
Yeah, sure. So I think, and again, shout out to Luke Betterton and design team for helping me gather all this information. So when I say we throughout this sort of conversation, this is the royal we. So we didn't really want to sort of majorly change any of the existing ships within the game that have a purpose, that kind of thing. The base Python is kind of viewed as a good jack of all trades. And so the Python Mark II was created to actually specialize with a bit more of a focused intention of really being able to compete with some of the best PvP ships in the game. So primarily the Mamba and the FDL. And that doesn't mean that we know how you guys work. Yes, we're sort of balancing it around PvP. That does not mean that you won't be able to figure out a different use. I'm sure there will be people that use it for exploration.
We were talking about this earlier. One of the running jokes between all of us that work on Elite is we have a plan for something, and then we give it to the community, and you do something totally different with it. So it has got a purpose,
yes.
Sure. And I think some of the more astute commanders, we'll probably touch on the bits, we'll notice there's hard points are different on this ship. It's not just a cosmetic overhaul, as we've mentioned in the past. They do have functional differences. You mentioned PvP focus. Is there anything coming up that players might be using PvP more for?
Yeah, good question. So I can't go into too much detail quite yet, but we are going to give people more reason to engage with PvP
Здорово.
Powerplay 2.0. And hopefully the Python Mark II will fit quite nicely into that.
Yeah. Just on this, and this is mainly for me, I got a lot of flack because I'm notorious for giving away secrets, chat, as you all know, which is probably why they put Zach in charge now, because I'm too much of a loose cannon. But one of the things I mentioned was obviously update 18 and 19, and obviously got PowerPlay 2.0 and the other feature, and I said was coming this year. And then I think some people got a little bit worried, and they said, well, they said it might come this year, or we're planning for this year, and it's not going to come this year. Zach, when is update 19 PowerPoint?
Макс, на самом деле пришел Макс или мне показалось?
Yes,
Не, он пришел, что-то
100% absolutely.